Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you today, sitting here on my lunch listening to the Stone Cold Steve Austin show with Dixie Carter. It's a pretty good listen. It was hyped up to me pretty well. There's a lot of people saying that it was a really, really good show. With me working in the mornings, the last few days, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. I actually went and listened to the Daniel Bryan episode with Chris Jericho. That was another good listen that I highly recommend you guys go check out. It came out the week of WrestleMania. It was the one reason why it sort of got pushed back. I'm still trying to catch up on all the podcasts I've missed from WrestleMania, and that was a good time ago. I mean, the DVD's already out from WWE, but it seems that the big rumor coming out today, having to do with WWE, is that the Wyatts could be reforming, and they could be reforming as early as Monday. This definitely would be something that would really put a lot of steam behind Bray Wyatt. He comes out and he calls himself what the heck is that stupid nickname that he gave himself? The new face of fear. And I just don't understand. If you don't beat anybody, if you're not picking up any wins, how are you the new face of fear? Who's scared of fighting you? I mean, the only thing that I'm scared of when Bray Wyatt comes on my television is him putting me to sleep during Monday Night Raw. His promos, to me, when he came into WWE for that SummerSlam match against Kane, were really, really, they really just sort of drew you in. But, since then, it's been almost 2 years now. We've seen this style of promo, and, it's pretty much the same one every time he comes out. All he does is just change the name of who he's fighting. He has these promos that just sort of build up to something that make you always wonder if he's, putting things like, mysteries into the words that he's saying, and you sit here and you have to try and put the puzzle together to see who he's talking about. But, it's just like this feud right now with Ryback. We knew when he was talking about, his next opponent would be a big superstar with muscles. We knew that he was fighting Ryback 2 weeks before he came out and he attacked Ryback. We were just waiting for it to happen. It's not anything, that's a mystery anymore. If you think of what's going on with the Wyatts, Luke Harper had a whole bunch of success. He's a guy that a lot of us like to watch. When I listen to Monday Night Raw, or I listen to pay-per-view reviews of things that are going on, a lot of people always talk about the Luke Harper match really surprises them. I think a lot of people know that Luke Harper can go out there and deliver a good match. The one thing that I'm sort of lost about Harper is the same thing that I'm sort of lost about Rowan. Why are they still wearing the same, clothes if they're not hypnotized by Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt let them loose to go, live their own life? I mean, Luke Harper went out and he had some success joining, the Authority at the Survivor Series. Of course, they sort of gifted him the Intercontinental Championship. He had a really great match against Dolph Ziggler at TLC. Probably kicked off the show and had the best match of the night. WWE was really trying to catch up to that match the whole night, but I think it really stole the show. And, since then, we've seen Luke Harper fight in the I believe he was in the Intercontinental ladder match at WrestleMania 31. He's done this, that, and the other, but he's really just not done anything to really, I don't want to say grab that brass ring, but really even just try to move himself up on the card. Eric Rowan, he really surprised a lot of people by turning and joining the Team Cena, going up against the Authority. People wanted to see Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan go out there and fight. And, since then, he had the Stairs match against Big Show, and really nothing much came up after that. He didn't find a spot on WrestleMania. He just was a guy that was in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't even think he got a highlighted spot inside of that match. And I can't even remember the last time I saw him on TV and he did anything that was even worth talking about. Both of these guys, you put them with Bray, definitely it puts them into a spot where you can use them as a tag team. If you use them as just sort of Bray's muscles, that you're always thinking about whenever he's having a match, that, Bray might be getting beat up, but his other two guys are coming down there. When the Wyatts were first getting called up, there was lots of rumors about him because not everybody watched FCW. There was a lot of people that thought that Bray Wyatt, he might be wrestling Kane at the Survivor Series match, but Bray Wyatt might be used more as a manager, while Rowan and Harper would be used as sort of a team, and Bray would just sort of be the hype man, like a guy that could wrestle, but he's just a manager. But he could hold his own if trouble did come, and he would just sort of be the guy who sat back in the chair and just sort of had the Jedi mind trick going over these guys. If this happens as early as Monday, I think it'd be good. Maybe they could, come in and they could all attack Ryback all at the same point, or maybe they could have some sort of a turn where they get called down to the ring during the pay-per-view when Bray fights against Ryback. Either way, as soon as this happens, it's going to make Bray look like he's, bigger than he is, because he's the leader of a stable, and he's got guys underneath him that could always come out to help him at any time, and it's going to be fun. It should be good stuff. Wyatt's reuniting. What do you guys think?